tune on repeat to just ensure that Thige is smiling. But Thige, this was the anthem for the 2023 African Cup of Nations, and it's still popping even today. And it's very funny that the song for this year's 2025 AFCON was not a song that was played a lot, and even now we literally have forgotten about it.
Oh yeah, it wasn't well brought out, and I didn't mention, and I'll be talking to Mesfin about this. The author, one of the co-authors or co-singers, is a very person very well known to me. He's one Idi Aziz. Big up Idi Aziz. That's great work, great music, but it needs to be heard, and we'll play our role, Idi Aziz. It shan't be forgotten just like that.
It shall not be forgotten, and Mesfin will definitely look for that song so that we can play it for you. But now, Thige, I want us to do a review of the English Premier League matches that were played over the weekend. Earlier on, we had started talking about that match between Manchester City and Liverpool that was played on Sunday, that game ending 2-1. And it was a game that was full of action, both positive and negative. And there's a whole generation of Manchester City fans that had not seen Manchester City win at Anfield for a very long time.
Yep, it had not happened for a long time. It's been ages since Manchester City did both the home and away win,
and even winning at Anfield.
Yes, winning at Anfield, that was big, and it was great for us, ensuring that Arsenal ain't running away with it. We're just keeping within sight, just a gap reduced again to 6 points. But then if you look at the top teams, it worked that way. Villa, of course, being one of the teams that slipped up, and that has given advantage, of course. Manchester United are now looking like they are in the top 4 properly. Walikuwa wanaingia kugusa lakini sasa hii wanakanika washa settle, washa kithiri kwa kiti.
Lakini leo kuna vile nataka wanyoroshwe for my own selfish reasons. Wacha tuseme tumalizane na game hii kwanza. Pep Guardiola alisema hivi after game. From my point of view and from my small experience, 13 games in the Premier League is a lot. All we can do is keep pushing Arsenal, stay close and try to take advantage if they make a mistake. But honestly, Arsenal don't really worry me. Man United are already breathing down our necks. Are they even planning to lose at some point? So even Pep is recognizing there is a team that is on the resurgence. It's on an uphill trajectory. However, being a Manchester United supporter, today Manchester United is facing West Ham, and I swear I want them to lose.
If you're that driver, if you're a proper focused driver,
yes,
rear view mirror ni ya kuangalia kidogo tu na glance hapo, but mbele sana, that's where the focus is. Yeah, so we are looking at Arsenal. Hapa rear view mirror ni ku glance,
lakini unaona Pep mwenyewe kama akasema, by the way, ni kama kuna katim hapa kana kama kanaweza kuwa threat.
Now that team that you're talking about happens to be Manchester United,
who beat Tottenham,
which has been beat Tottenham by 2-0 in the early kickoff game, massively supported by Sami Moraia.
Yes.
Yeah, now Sami Moraia,
well, that's where the support
the key supporter of Manchester United, a few weeks ago said that if Manchester United do not lose any of their 5 upcoming matches,
yes,
he is going to shave this beard. And I've said, it's a long time since I saw Moraia's face properly.
By the way, I think the last time you saw my face, we were both at the Kenya National Theatre. That was back in the early 2000s.
That's what I'm saying. Unakanika umevaa face mask every day. Moraia, wacha hizo. So tonight, they have a game against West Ham United. Yeah, and they're playing away.
Hapo ndio mbichi na mbivu zitajulikana.
So if West Ham avoid defeat, not necessarily beat Manchester United, if West Ham avoid defeat, I'll be telling you where and when the haircut is happening.
By the mshatafuta kinyozi
tutapata.
Kinyozi hezi kosa.
Kwanza tunatafuta yule akona nini blunt. Hiyo nini yake kwa blunt ndio usikie uchungu.
Lakini sasa unajua mimi ni kama nitaongelesha bosi ya Smali hapa juu vile naona itabidi nipatiwe security. Watu wanataka kunidhulumu. They want to infringe on my rights.
Hiyo tag umevaa kwanza, tunatoa kwanza mpaka unyoe. alafu tupangane hapo mbele.
Okay, just looking at the other fixtures that were played over the weekend. Fulham versus Everton. Everton won that 2-1. West Ham beat Burnley by 2-0. And you see West Ham are also on the upward trend. They are also winning. They've won their last two games.
Your hair is at high risk.
I know. Arsenal versus Sunderland. Arsenal beating Sunderland 3-0. And Gyökeres, by the way, scoring in that match. And I think this is after you made a comment last weekend that Arsenal strikers were not scoring. And all of a sudden, they've started scoring.
Oh yes, the conversation had been going round. If you look at the stats, the top scorers were not doing the strikers, the guys who normally deliver the goals, were not bringing them in. And then there was also a conversation around corner kicks, around whether the rules are being applied as they should be, or whether there should be a rule adjustment around this corner kick and pushing around that box is involved. And all of a sudden, Mikel Arteta, I think, has heard the message, and suddenly the football is back to where is striker focused. Open play is delivering more goals, and so step in the right direction suddenly from Arsenal.
Brentford beat Newcastle away on Saturday. That match ending 3-2 in favour of Brentford. Bournemouth versus Aston Villa, that one ended 1-1. Brighton lost at home to Crystal Palace by 1-0. And finally, we have that match between Liverpool and Manchester City that ended 2-1 in favour of Manchester City. Now we have some fixtures, EPL fixtures today and tomorrow. So if you're an EPL fan, Tottenham are facing Newcastle tonight at 10:30 p.m. Chelsea will be hosting Leeds United at 10:30 p.m. Everton versus Bournemouth is also at 10:30 p.m. and West Ham versus Manchester United is at 11:15 p.m. Tomorrow we have Nottingham Forest versus Wolves at 10:30 p.m. Aston Villa versus Brighton at 10:30 p.m. Crystal Palace will be hosting Burnley at 10:30 tomorrow. Manchester City will be hosting Fulham tomorrow at 10:30. Sunderland will be hosting Liverpool at 11:15 p.m. And to wind off the midweek matches in the English Premier League, Brentford will be hosting Arsenal.
The Sports Garage. Extra.